Thanks for joining us on Bloomberg TV India. Joining us now is the top management team of Infosys V Balakrishnan, head of Infosys BPO, Finacle and IBU at Infosys, also the chairman of Lodestone Infosys. Also with us, BG Srinivas, head of Europe and the BFSI verticals. Gentlemen, many thanks for joining us on Bloomberg. Bala, I'll start with you. And I want to start with your own assessment of the overall macro environment. Are you anticipating fiscal 14 or calendar 14 to be a better year from a client budget standpoint?
No, I think there are a lot of concerns in developed markets in the past few years. Slowly things are stabilizing. If you look at the US, the macroeconomic data seems to be better. Even in Europe, things are stabilizing and they've grown in terms of GDP growth in the last quarter. So I think overall the macroeconomy is stabilizing in all the developed markets. That is good news for us. Clients are slowly getting back the confidence. Of course, still the stability is not there. You need sustained stability for clients to get more confidence and come and spend. But there is euphemism amongst the clients, and that will reflect in the spending go forward unless something drastic happens in the environment. So overall things looks better than what it was in the past.
BG, are you seeing that stability that Bala is talking about in Europe? Are you feeling a lot more confident about client spends across European markets?
What Bala said definitely reflects the sentiment in Europe. Again, for the first time last quarter, we see all the macroeconomic indicators turning positive for the first time in several quarters. We are seeing this reflect in our client actions as well. Again, a little bit of that reflection in our business. We've expanded our revenue base in Europe. We have added about 15 new clients in Europe. We have had some 3 large deal wins in Europe. So definitely there is momentum building up. We obviously need to wait and watch for the next 3 quarters how things will pan out. But definitely there is no sense of panic. The threat of Eurozone collapsing, the debt crisis in Greece and Spain, to a great degree that has died down for now. So things are definitely looking better, and even the client spend and behavior is turning from neutral to slightly positive.
Bala, a word about Finacle. I understand you've had about 18 new wins across markets. Are you going to be investing a lot more? Do you see Finacle sort of getting momentum back?
See, Finacle is doing well. They had a decent amount of deal wins this quarter, and we are expanding our portfolio. We recently launched Finacle 11E, which is an enterprise version, which is more modular, which will help banks to scale up quickly and implement core along with peripherals. So for Finacle, today the major markets are Africa, India, and some of the Asian markets. We are trying to get more into advanced market. More we get into advanced market, we'll be able to participate in larger deals. To some extent, Finacle is discretionary. It will evolve with the environment. If the environment is challenging, client spending on discretionary could be hit, and that could have some impact on Finacle. The more the environment stabilizes, we'll have a lot more opportunity for Finacle. So we have done well this quarter. We have grown sequentially some 4% with good margins, and we have a lot of opportunities in the developed markets. I think Finacle will do extremely well going forward.
BG, on financial services vertical, 2 questions. 1, are you seeing greater traction? 2, is there any sort of pickup in pricing?
If you look at financial services across US, Europe, and of course Australia is also a good market for us. Here again we are seeing the banking and capital markets, definitely there is a bit of a turnaround for the positive in terms of their own financial performance, and hence it's also reflecting on their spend. The insurance sector is still having a bit of a challenge. Definitely from a spend perspective, again there is still a greater degree of focus on cost optimization. In that context, vendor consolidation efforts, increasing the focus on horizontal utility-based models, shared services is clearly a focus. There's also a bit of investments going into the client-centric applications, digital transformation. Again, Infosys is participating very actively in these areas. Risk and compliance is the third area of focus. We need to definitely see how the Q3 results for the banking capital markets will turn out. But for now, definitely there is a pickup in activity, deal activity, both in the US Europe has been bit more robust in this context, both in UK as well as in the Nordics. We are seeing deal activity pick up in financial services. Australia is doing reasonably well for us, and we work with some of the top banks in Australia for now. So overall, definitely there is a turn for the positive, while overall, again, within the sector, there is still a lot of focus on cost optimization initiatives.